Well, good morning. We're giving you more Father's Day gift options this morning. And if your dad is someone who likes to tinker with things rather, in the garage, these gifts should be right up their alley. Joining me this morning with some options for the do-it-yourself dad is Todd Glusky from Affinity Tool Works right here in Troy, Michigan. Good morning to you.
Good morning. Nice to meet you. Thank you so much for having us out today.
You bet. Now, this is really cool. You got a number of different stations, if you will, to do projects. Let's start with this one over here. Is this something that every father could use, you think?
Yeah, certainly. So if you have a miter saw, typically what you're doing is you're taking your miter saw and people are putting it on the ground and it's very cumbersome. So this is a miter saw stand which will fit any miter saw. You put your saw right on top of it and you can start cutting your 2x4s if you're making studs or building walls. There's extensions that extend out to 9 feet which allow you to cut a full piece of stud, a full stud. So you're constantly cutting, and it definitely makes it more efficient than, if you're on the ground trying to get up and down, and it's more.
I've seen guys down on the concrete working like that. It hurts your back, and it's not a great workspace, and this brings you up a little bit.
Yeah, and this is at the perfect working height, so you're not going to have to bend down. It's going to save your back, save you some pain the next day.
And you've used this for some construction projects in your home for your home, right?
Certainly. So we finished our basement last year. Between my contractor and myself, we used tools like this to help us do that, and it was a lot more efficient, made things a lot quicker. Anybody can do this. Like, these are very do-it-yourself friendly tools.
Even if you're all just thumbs, right?
Yeah. To tell you the truth, I'm not that handy, but these things make it look like I am.
Make it easy, huh? Now, let's go from that to this, because you got a couple sawhorses here. You got some wood, but you also got a couple saws, and this is going to help them out when it comes to cutting big pieces of wood like that,
Sure.
Right?
So to build like a workstation, you've got your nice steel sawhorses. Each of these horses holds about 500 pounds. You've got 1,000 pounds of capacity that you can put on top of these. So you'll be able to do whatever you need to do using these. What you see here is actually a straight edge. For the people that can't make a straight cut to save your life, this will be your lifesaver right here. So this simply clamps on. You can see at the bottom of it that there's clamps. This just clamps right across your piece of plywood. And you're just taking your saw and you're running it right along the side.
It's like a guide, right?
This is a guide. So this would be called a straight edge guide. You can run right along the edge of it. There's an extension that makes it up to 8 feet of cutting capacity, so you can rip an entire piece of plywood.
Nice.
And once you get it set, it's really easy. You're just putting the saw right against it and leaning against it. But for those people that have a little difficulty, if that even is too hard for you, we've really made it user-friendly by creating the saw plate by Bora. So this saw plate...
That's this right here, the red.
Yep, the red thing here is you can see it adjust to any straight edge. So even if you had a piece of wood that you were cutting against, this would adjust to it. And you're simply putting this on top of the straight edge and riding along it, giving yourself basically a track saw. With track saw accuracy, for people that don't want to go out and a really expensive track saw, this is another option for you.
Great. And these things range in price from $50 to get in on up, and you've got even stuff like this that has every single tool you will ever need in your
So if you need to make some holes, this is what you need right here. This has every drill bit. There's over 300 different drill bits in this kit. It's got hole cutters, drill bits, pretty much anything you ever need. Forstner bits to drill holes and help you build cabinets. It'll help you build shelving, anything you're doing around the house. I mean, with these tools, anyone can do a project.
Well, Todd, thank you so much. We're out of time, but you do have it's Habitat for Humanity. Go to your website to get more information on that, too. You're working with them.
So we just announced a partnership with Habitat for Humanity Detroit, where we're going to be donating a lot of tools you see here, as well as some other ones. We're also going to meet them on a job site one day, deliver some additional tools, and help them put together their next project.
And the website for that?
AffinityTool.com.
All right. Happy Father's Day.
Thank you.
To you. Hope we got you some good tips, and back to you guys over in the studio.
All right, guys.